Hi, folks. Today we're going to talk about everybody's favorite topic, and that's hydration. And while I recognize it might not be your favorite topic, I hope you will stick with this for the few minutes it takes to watch because hydration is really, really important. So first, why is it important? Well, your body is mostly water. In fact, your body is about 55 to 60% water. Water is part of every organ. It's part of your muscles. It's part of your blood. All of your body really needs water to be working effectively. Let's talk in particular about the blood and what happens with that. So a major thing that we want blood to do when we're running is getting oxygen to our muscles as quickly and as easily as it possibly can, because the less work that our heart has to do, the more we're going to be able to run longer and stronger. So here's an analogy I know some of you have seen before. I want you to imagine you have a couple drinks in front of you. One is filled with, say, some nice ice cold water, the nice ice thick chocolate shake. Well, when you go to drink that water, you don't have to draw very hard. That water will come up the straw very easily. Same thing, when your body's really well hydrated, blood flows through the body very easily. Doesn't take all that much work for the heart to pump that blood to your muscles to give them oxygen. Now, when you have that shake, and your cheeks cave in, it's very hard to draw that shake up the straw. Same principle. As your blood volume decreases, it's a lot harder for your heart to deliver blood and the oxygen to your muscles. So since your heart is working harder, your effort is going to increase. And you end up with a spiral downward. So kind of what happens here in this spiral downward is, so you start becoming dehydrated. The hydration starts to suffer. When that happens, your blood volume decreases. It becomes harder for your heart to get the oxygen to the muscles. As a result, your effort increases. So now your effort to do whatever your pace was is harder than it was before. Your effort increases, so you begin to get tired. When you begin to get tired, your running economy, how efficiently you run, starts to suffer. Guess what happens when your running economy starts to suffer? You start to increase your effort again, so all of a sudden it's taking a lot more effort to run at the same pace, and eventually you bonk. It's just a vicious cycle all going downwards and can start with hydration. So let's talk about being properly hydrated. So here's something you can try if you want, because I'm here to tell you, you probably start your day behind the 8 ball. Weigh yourself before you go to bed. Weigh yourself when you wake up first thing in the morning, and you're going to find that you're generally going to lose somewhere between 1.5 and maybe 2.5 pounds overnight. Bad news, you haven't been burning fat all night. You've been losing water. Every breath you take, you get a little bit of perspiration. In fact, in general, you lose about 1 quart of water overnight. So if you're not starting your day getting some fluids into your system, you're probably behind the 8 ball already. That's why you read a lot of times that you should try and drink at least 8 ounces right away. In fact, 8 ounces is only a portion of your quart, but you need to kind of get yourself rehydrated, and that all depends upon whether or not you were hydrated when you went to bed to begin with. So how do you get hydrated? Well, water is absolutely the best way to be hydrated, but I'm here to tell you, I don't really care. Just be hydrated. You hear, well, I can't have coffee, it's a diuretic, or diet soda's not bad, or milk doesn't count, that doesn't count. Yeah, water is best, but in the end, drink something so that you're hydrated. I think you want to worry about less about where it's coming from and more about being hydrated, and if it can be water, that's great. How do you tell if you're hydrated? Well, it's the pee test. Yes, we talk about pee in the videos. You're looking for that pale yellow. I certainly understand it's a little bit easier for the guys to tell that than the women, but you want your pee to be a pale yellow. And if it's not, if it's darker than that, then you've already got some level of dehydration that is setting in. So make sure that you're drinking. Drink first thing in the morning. Drink before your workouts and your runs. Drink during those runs. Because I'll guarantee the better you can be at hydration, the better runner you're going to be.